Good morning. I'm so excited. I'm in the garden today watching the grapevines finally come out. I'm going to give you a glimpse of it in a few minutes, but I just wanted to share something that's on my heart because after seasons of just watching the plant go dead, then springing up again and choosing their moment when they want it to come out, I'm in awe, I'm excited, and I want to share everything with you, but I also want to pause for a moment and let me find a spot. I'd like to share something that's on my heart from my recent visit at the Santa Barbara Zoo. Whew. So I'm thinking about the leaders I work with because most of you are navigating pressure that you cannot name and decisions that you cannot delay and expectations that you did not choose. So I want to begin there by acknowledging many of your realities. And maybe for you, it looks like a decision that has been sitting on your chest for weeks. Maybe it's a conversation you keep rehearsing. Maybe for you, it's a conversation you have not started. Or maybe it's a version of yourself you are quietly outgrowing and it is scaring you. I recognize that very few of you are being given that kind of season, a season of tending, of ripening, of choosing your own moment. I recognize that, and I just want to honor where you might be at today. So in this moment, I'd like to offer you 3 reminders from my visit to the Santa Barbara Zoo, and also share a practice I am engaged in today in this beautiful garden behind me as I welcome the grapes into their becoming. I think nature is such a great teacher. So just go ahead and take a deep breath with me this morning. The first reminder came from the lion. And it's up on screen. You can see that he's sitting on a large stone in the middle of his enclosure. Now, beyond the glass, maybe you can hear the children around me. There were children calling out, and as adults, we were pointing. Our bodies were pressed really close to the glass. There was a lot of movement around me, everywhere. And in the middle of it, I noticed the lion sat calm. I believe he was aware of everything. However, he was commanded by none of it. And I noticed that. Awareness, but he wasn't moved by it. And here is what the line reminded me. Composure is a decision before it is a demeanor. The lion was not calm because the environment was calm. He was calm because he had already decided that the environment would not choose his response for him. And that was my aha moment. I just watched him. I was like, wow. I was a little bit intimidated by that. My friends, for the leaders carrying a decision that has been sitting on your chest for weeks, this is the first move I'd like to offer you to consider anyway. I invite you to think before you decide what to do, decide who is going to be in the room when you decide. What I mean by that, you get to decide if the tired version of you or the reactive version of you or the version who's still carrying yesterday's meeting will make a different decision than the version who has chosen composure first. The environment will not give you that version, my friends. You have to bring it. So amid all the chaos, you get to say, come on, composure, come with me. That's who I'd like to sit in this room with me today and help me make the right decision. The second reminder came from the lioness. Can you see her on the screen? Oh, so many lessons. So I'm just going to stick to one today. As you can see, she rested near the lion. She was not performing calm. She was not managing the lion. She simply followed his lead, and his composure became hers. I noticed that. And I was impressed by that. Here is what she reminded me. The lioness reminded me that presence is contagious in both directions. Whatever you bring into the room is what the room will begin to carry. So my friends, if you bring urgency, the room will move faster than it should. If you bring anxiety, the room will start looking for what is wrong before you have named it. On the other hand, if you bring composure, the room will begin to steady, even if no one can tell why. That too we're going to bring into our decisions today. In those meetings, bring your calm composure. So for the leader rehearsing a conversation you have not started, this is the second move that I would like to invite you to consider. The conversation you are avoiding is not waiting for the perfect words. I believe it is waiting for you to arrive as the person capable of holding that conversation. I also believe the words follow the presence. They do not lead it. Take a deep breath. The third reminder came from the crowd, and I was part of that crowd as well. We were beyond the glass, and we were all moving around consistently, and very constantly too. We were reaching, we were pointing, we were pressing closer. We were wanting something from the animals that the animals were not obligated to give. Yes, I wanted the lion to get up and come closer to us. I wanted to touch the lions, right? Here is what the crowd reminded me when I walked away that day. And that is, not every pressure that arrives at your door is yours to carry today. Not all of it is yours to answer today. And not all of it is asking for a decision today. Some of it is only asking for a reaction. And my friends, a reaction is not the same as leadership. Let's take another deep breath. For the leader quietly outgrowing a version of yourself, I'd like to extend this third move for you to consider. Maybe the version of you that treated every knock at the glass as a summons is the version you're leaving behind. Maybe the version emerging is learning which pressures deserve a response, which pressure deserves a pause, and which pressure deserves to simply pass by. Pay attention and honor where you are in your becoming. And then I got to engage in this practice. And the practice from the garden I'd like to share with you. Then we're going to head over to the garden, okay? So I have been tending these grapevines for seasons. If you go on my YouTube channel, you see the different seasons that I've been doing these recordings from. There was the pruning when I wanted to let them grow, waiting when I wanted to harvest, and trusting a timeline I did not set and I had no control over. However, this morning, I noticed that they're finally bearing. Actually, they've turned brown. And here's the practice. Ripening is teaching me that ripening is not reaction to pressure. It is a response to tending. I say that because the vine did not produce the fruit because I demanded it. It produced fruit because I stayed with it through the different seasons that looked like nothing was happening. I believe the same is true for or of you or of leadership. And I say that because, and I'll come back. There's so much light here. The decision on your chest might be ripening. The conversation you are rehearsing might be ripening. The version you are outgrowing is ripening into the next one. And your work, my friends, is not to force the fruit. Your work is to keep tending, keep pruning, keep showing up to the vine, even in the seasons that look like nothing is happening. Because here's what I've found. Pressure will always ask you to react. But I want you to remember that you have the power of composure, because tending have a way of teaching you to remain composed. Pressure creates the moment, yes, and sometimes it's out of our control. But the beauty here is that pattern has the power to shape the impulse. Greater than that, I have found, is that intention creates the pause. You know, I love to talk about being still, right? And in the stillness, I'm finding that purpose is even much more powerful because it chooses the direction. It teaches you where to go, and how to move forward. So, my sunny day in the garden. Let's go back to peeking around. Peek around. Can you see? It's so beautiful. All the grapevines. Can you see the grapevines? So. Can you see the grapevines? Can you see them? It's so beautiful. I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful day. So bye for now, my friends. Take care.